Hey, welcome to episode number 10, where we're going to be talking about inflammation and what in the world does it have to do with you losing weight. So stay tuned and let's dig in. Welcome to the Lifestyle Medicine Project. If you're ready to finally commit to lifelong health, feeling better, and improving your mental and physical health for good, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Jennifer Coble, a nurse practitioner, certified functional medicine practitioner, boy mom to 3, and wife. I have a calling on my life to transform the way that you view and experience healthcare because I believe that traditional medicine is leading people astray. We don't need to give a pill for the ill. We need to empower people to have a true lifestyle transformation, both internally and externally, and most importantly, commit and be disciplined to the process. It's time for you to go against the grain to get to optimal health that is going to have you feeling incredible. I can't wait to create a true lifestyle change with you. Let's mandate vegetables and tackle this project together. Okay, so this past weekend we went to the mountains to the Polar Express train ride. Personally, I'm not a fan of the Polar Express. Don't be mad. I did it for the kids, though. I did it for the kids. I personally think it's the weirdest movie ever about Christmas. But anyway, my kids love it, and my husband loves it, and it was worth it to see the look on my 3-year-old's face when Santa came in. It was so worth it. But anyway, so we went to the mountains this weekend, and it was definitely fun. But I'm not sure if many of y'all know, when you go to a different place and you go out, you might get off your eating patterns, your healthier eating patterns sometimes. And I did. I ate very rich foods, fried foods, because I like to live my life. I do eat fried foods. And then I probably had a tad too much coffee. If there is such a thing, then I probably did have a little bit too much. But anyway, so I got off my normal patterns and I could tell it. The next morning when I woke up, my face was puffy, my feet were swollen, and I quite honestly felt like crap. I felt like crap, and I could tell. It was because my body was inflamed. My body was pissed off, excuse the language, about what I had put in it to process. Now, first, let's just talk about what is inflammation, okay? Inflammation is your body's way of telling you that something's not right. It's the process, your body's process of fighting against things that harm it or want to harm it, like infections, injuries, toxins, like inflammatory oils that are used for frying. But anyway, so in an attempt to heal itself, when something damages your cells in an attempt to heal itself, your body releases chemicals that trigger a response from your immune system. So, generally speaking, inflammation is not inherently bad. So, if you sprain your ankle or get a cut, it becomes red, painful, and swollen because the cells of the body were damaged, and the body is so freaking smart. It sends blood to the area. Blood carries nutrients to the area to help heal the area. Then if you stay off of it, if you keep it clean, put on any Neosporin or whatever have you, keep it wrapped, and you avoid repeatedly injuring the area, the symptoms slowly go away and the injury heals. So alternatively, if you do not have enough inflammation, or your body does not respond to injury appropriately, then it can cause a weakened immune system, make us more susceptible to different types of infections, cancers, and can postpone healing in different injuries. However, if this becomes a chronic issue, okay, if inflammation becomes chronic, kind of like this past weekend when I ate crap foods and drank too much coffee and not enough water, so I didn't get enough sleep. I put foods in my body that my body did not like. All of this, if I do it over and over and over again, my body will become chronically inflamed. And if you do it over and over again and you eat the sugary things and the processed foods and the fast foods and the inflammatory fats, and you do it over and over and it becomes part of your lifestyle, then your body becomes chronically inflamed. And chronic inflammation can be found at the core of all diseases. Okay? Just ruminate on that for a second. Okay? Chronic inflammation can be found at the core of all diseases. So, in our society now, or in our world now, it is so normal for us to pop an NSAID, NSAID, which stands for non-steroidal anti-inflammatory pill. Okay? So we're basically numbing the messenger. Our body is trying to tell us something, and we are shooting the messenger, saying, shut your mouth, I ain't trying to hear it, just let me get on with my life. Okay? So instead of sitting back and saying, why do I have this headache? Is it that time of the month? Have you drank enough water? Are you under more stress than normal? Could you have possibly eaten a food that triggered your headache? Just for example, for me, it's red onions. I can eat white onions. I can eat sweet onions. But red onions, just don't even put them near my face. Don't ask. I don't know the explanation behind it. But anyway, so that is the core of all disease, is inflammation. So let's just talk about signs of chronic inflammation. Signs that you have made your body angry over and over and over again, and you haven't given it time to recover. You haven't given it time to rest. Okay? Signs of chronic inflammation. 1, you are tired all the daggum time. All the time. 2, you have aches and pains, and you don't think that you're old enough to have aches and pains. 3 would be digestive issues, whether you're constipated or have chronic diarrhea or bloating. Stuffy nose all the time, or nasal congestion or a runny nose all the time. Breaking out, skin breakouts when it's really not even that time of the month. Brain fog, like you just feel like there's a heaviness like on top of you and you just cannot think. Heartburn. And then persistent headaches. These are just a few of the things that could be signs of your body being chronically inflamed. So chronic inflammation can make weight gain easier and weight loss more difficult. Okay, well, why? Because it's a vicious cycle. You eat the crap food, you take the pill to shoot the messenger, you don't get enough water, you don't get enough sleep, and it is a persistent cycle of inflammation, and your body is not able to process. And so it throws off the body's intricate checks and balances system, and it makes you more prone to insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Insulin resistance is an inflammatory process in the body that prevents you from losing weight. Same thing with type 2 diabetes. So eventually this chronic inflammation will suppress your immune system, affect your sleep patterns, cause depression and or anxiety, cause a flare of your current autoimmune conditions, and keep you from losing weight. Not saying you have all of these things. It's just this is what chronic inflammation can do. Okay, so how do you stop the vicious cycle of chronic inflammation? First of all, stop eating the crap food. What is crap food? Processed, refined foods. Pretty much anything out of a box or a bag, or anything with more than 5 ingredients in it. Those are my general rules of thumb. Number 2, slow down. Take a chill pill. Not really, but for real. Just try to relax. Take a step out of the rat race and take 5 seconds to take a deep breath. All right, number 3, drink more water. Try to double down on whatever you're doing right now. If you're only drinking 8 ounces, bump it up to 16. See how you feel. Number 4, get more sleep. Try to get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep. That's all I'm asking. Number 5, pick a spiritual practice. Okay? I don't know what your beliefs are. Personally, my morning routine includes reading my Bible and praying. Yours may be yoga or meditation, or, just pick something. And then number 6, be grateful. Take 1 minute right now. 1 minute, pause this episode if you need to. Take 1 minute right now and name 3 things out loud that you are grateful for. Okay? I got 3. Connor, Knox, and Stare. Grateful for all 3. I even got 4. Lucky, my puppy, who is in my lap with me right now, trying to give me love. But right now, name 3 things that you're grateful for. Okay. Thank you so much, y'all, for joining me for this episode, and I hope it blessed you in some way. If you want more helpful tips on decreasing inflammation and losing weight, you can go down to the show notes and sign up for my newsletter, and I will send out helpful tidbits. So I hope y'all have a fantastic day, and I cannot wait to see y'all in episode 11. Real quick before you go, if this podcast has blessed you in some way, the number 1 way you can thank me is to head over to Apple Podcasts and subscribe to the show and leave me a written review. Can't wait to hear from y'all.